Presenting Xavier Cugat and Abbe Lane, TV comedian Pat Carroll, the Four Diamonds singing Little Darlin, lovely Hollywood and TV songbird Erin O'Brien, as an extra added attraction Jerry Lewis, plus Louis Nye, Del Montrose, Skitch Henderson and the orchestra, and yours truly, Gene Rayburn. Brought to you tonight by the Bracket Company, makers of Windex that keep windows cleaner longer, Drano that opens clogged drains fast, and Twinkle, the new copper cleaner. Revlon Satin Set, the one hairspray that sets straight hair to stay curly. Aquamarine Spray Mist Toilet Water by Revlon, the fabulous fragrance in the magic atomizer bottle. The Greyhound Corporation. Remember, it's such a comfort to take the bus.
And leave the driving to us.
And now here he is, the star of our show, Steve Allen.
Well, you know, last week we didn't get a chance to give you our coming attractions. We had a kind of an overcrowded show. So I want to repeat again that Jerry Lewis will be on with us tonight doing a couple of routines. And guess who else will be on? Del Montrose. And we have Juan Perón and quite a few people coming in. Now, according to the calendar, today is June the 2nd. I really have a calendar, I think. And June is the month of graduations, and within the next few weeks, schools all over the country will be holding graduation exercises. Now, it occurs to me that some of you folks might never have attended one of these, you know, if you didn't finish. And so, therefore, I'd like to show you right now our version of a typical graduation exercise. The ceremony usually starts off with 5 wasted minutes of sleeve hunting. Find that sleeve for me there, Charlie. There we go. Oh. That's fine. I'll set the bone myself. Anyway, it starts off with a speech, and I got one to make right now, boy. But... How are you? Come on here. What is it? Give me somebody's bathrobe or something. There we are. I mean, you know, when you have to ad-lib, you're in trouble. Anyway, the speaker stands behind a lectern. It's our night, isn't it? The speaker stands behind a lectern, and he listens for that old school song, and he hates every minute of it. Cut that bunch of drunks out. What is that? And he begins his graduation exercise speech. We are gathered here this afternoon to say farewell to the graduating class of 1957. This is one of the largest classes to graduate from this school in many years. Yes, there are 675 students here ready to graduate. But we only have 400 diplomas, so some of you are out of luck. 4 years ago, you came here, and our teachers took you and they molded you. They molded your character, and they molded your aptitudes. And today, you are the moldiest group I have ever. Right. And when you get up today, and you walk out of here, and you go out through those great oaken doors back there, I want you to watch your step because the janitor just mopped the floor. Now, before I go on, and I don't see why I'm bothering, I have a list here of some students who have received special honors. First of all, our wardrobe man for this lovely room. Secondly, we have here the racing results. What is it? Secondly, we have for special honors our choir master who is leaving. And then we have John Gerber. Now, pay attention. I want to tell you about John. He's a wonderful fellow. He was captain of the football team, president of the senior class, chairman of the debating team, manager of the soccer squad, head of the senior activities group, and organizer of all the class picnics. I'm sorry to say that John flunked. He had no time for classes, as you can see, from all that extra jazz. But he was a very fine young fellow. Then the best dressed boy was our own Robert Hall, Jr. On the West Coast, that's Jim Clinton. And the most likely to succeed, John D. Rockefeller IV. Now, one more thing I want to point out here before I hand out the diplomas to our graduates. I want to introduce you to one of our former students, a young chap who's going on to fame and fortune, and here he is, Mr. 21 himself, Hank Bloomgarden. There he is. Hank, I want to welcome you back to the old school. Tell me, what are you doing these days?
Well, I'm appearing tomorrow night on Jack Barry's 21 show over NBC, and if I'm lucky, I may win a great deal of money.
Well, just how much money might you win?
Well, I've won $52,500 already, and if I'm lucky, I may pick up another 73, giving me a total of $126,000 tomorrow night.
Well, that's great. We're certainly all going to be watching you, Hank. Before you go, do you have a word for our graduating class here?
Yes, I do think I have a word for them. Unfortunately, something that I had to learn the hard way.
Now, what is that word?
Coccygeal.
That's the word. I hope you win a lot of money. Tomorrow night, we'll be looking at you, Hank. Thanks very much. Now the time has come to hand out the diplomas to our 57 graduating class. First, Miss Pat Carroll. Here she is. This is it, the big day, graduation day. Oh, no. Now, remember, you're just a child, but this graduation means that you're leaving girlhood and entering womanhood.
Yes, you're right. I must have grown up.
That's
yes.
it, because today you go out into the adult world as an adult.
Yes, starting today, I'm going to be an adult, I'm going to act like an adult, and I'm going to live like an adult.
That's the girl. Now, here's your diploma.
Thank you very much.
There she is. I wonder if she'll be in shape for the sketch we're doing there. I doubt it. Next, the school's outstanding musical group, the Diamonds. Here they are. The Diamonds. Good evening, Diamonds. Hey, fellas. Here are your diplomas.
Thank you very much.
Now, tell me, is there anything, everybody got one? Is there anything that you'd like to say before leaving your alma mater?
We'd like to sing a little bit of our school song, if we may.
How does it go again? They'll be out a little bit later, needless to say. Next, this diploma goes to a student who was voted the most popular boy, Xavier Cugat. Here he is. Xavier, here is your diploma. Tell me, why were you voted the most popular boy?
Well, because I married one of the most popular girls, Abbe Lane.
Yes, and here she is. Next, the sweetheart of the campus, lovely Erin O'Brien. Here is Erin. Here is your diploma, Erin, and there you are. Congratulations.
Thanks. My diploma.
Huh?
Oh, it's beautiful. I've waited 4 long years for that.
That's right.
It has engraved gold lettering. And listen to what it says. Remember, to keep windows cleaner longer, use Windex.
That's good advice, my friend.
Take a window. Clean one side with a foamy cleaner. Clean the other side with Windex. Then leave it for 24 hours. Next day, wipe the foamy side, wipe the Windex side, and look at the difference. You see, foamy cleaners leave a waxy film that catches dirt and dust. So you clean your window one day, it's already beginning to collect dirt the next. Windex leaves no film, just clean glass that stays clean for days. Look again, with a foamy cleaner, with Windex. If you like, try this test at home. Try it with a foamy or wax cleaner. See if you aren't convinced that you get really clean windows that stay cleaner longer with Windex. You'll clean more windows for less money, too. So remember, don't wax your windows, clean them with Windex.
And now to get things rolling right along with a bang, here are those 4 young fellows from Canada, the Mercury recording stars again, the Diamonds, to sing their big hit recording, one of the biggest of the year, Little Darlin'. Here they are.
You, my lover, I was wrong. To try to fill up that my lover was just for you. My darling, I need you. La 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 la. To call my own. There's nothing but to hold in mind your little hand. La 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 la. I'll know too soon that all goes well. Please hold my hand. I was wrong to try to feel a that my lover was just for you.
Something you might be interested in. This is not a commercial, by the way. When people say, I have something you'll be interested in, they're usually sneaking up on you. But not in this instance. This is a story in advertising age I want to tell you about. As you know, commercials and magazine ads will run pictures of anything from babies to alligators or what have you to attract attention. And the article I was reading states that in order to raise the, what you might call the intellectual level of commercials, they're even injecting culture into the picture. As proof here that I have some ads I've torn out of some of the popular magazines showing the work of leading artists in ads, artists and designers. And I think it's a very good trend, but if it continues, the next thing that advertisers might use are the world's great art masterpieces. So here are some commercials you might see if they go that far. Girls, are you too afraid to open your mouth when you smile? Well, don't be like poor Mona Lisa, self-conscious, uncomfortable, unpopular. Try using Dento Cream. Your teeth will really shine because Dento Cream contains chromium. Now, I have another picture here. Say, Mother, is your back killing you? Well, it's probably from sitting around all day in one of these stiff, straight chairs. Well, don't just sit there. Get out and buy a Relaxo contour chair. It's so comfortable, believe me. When you sink into a Relaxo contour chair, you'll feel so comfortable you think you're in bed. In fact, you will be. It's a bed with arms. That's how we make it. I have another picture here I think you'll be very interested in. There we are. Friends, don't throw away those old records. Make extra money by selling them to Middleman's Record Shop. Middleman will shine them up, regroove them, and resell them at a profit. Now, let me see what else we have for you here. Are you ashamed of your rough, red, scaly hands? Well, blame it on the soap you use for dishes and switch to Sludge. Yes, Sludge, the new soap flakes shaped like thousands of tiny, dirty dishes. It's a great little idea. Now, another one. Are you bothered by splitting headaches? Of course you are. So do as thousands of others have done. Suffer. Girls, do you bite your fingernails? So much for that one. Now, we have another one here, another famous picture. Word about Greyhound Package Express. Here he comes right down the road. Follow him, there he is.
Uh-oh, this man's in a real jam. He's got to replace a broken part right away, and he's calling his supplier in the next city. Won't take no for an answer. His supplier's in a real jam, too. He has the item, but how can he possibly get it there in time to meet the deadline? The perfect solution, Greyhound Package Express. Whatever your shipment, auto parts, optical and dental supplies, films, drugs, no one gets it to as many areas in less time or at less cost than Greyhound Package Express. What's more, your shipment goes downtown to downtown, avoiding delays and extra handling. You can even arrange for direct air bus service. In fact, because of Greyhound's frequent intercity schedules, you can expect same-day arrivals at thousands of destinations. Greyhound covers remote areas not reached by other public transportation. For complete information on Greyhound Package Express service, see Greyhound tomorrow.
Remember, no one gets your shipment to as many areas in less time or at less cost than Greyhound Package Express.
I've been waiting for you. What took you so long to do this? Hey, now we've got the greatest for all you girls. Here is Jean Byron from Revlon with real helpful ideas to keep your hair looking pretty all the time. Here she comes.
Watch closely, girls. Now you can set straight hair to stay curly. Yes, and hold those curls even in the most humid weather. I'm going to prove it right before your eyes with a hairspray that does it. At 3:30 today, we set Julia's hair with an ordinary spray. At the same time, we set Cynthia's hair with Revlon Satin Set. On the left, Julia's hair set with ordinary spray is all stiff and flaky. Just look. But Satin Set gives Cynthia soft, natural-looking curls. And there's no flaking, of course. Most ordinary sprays contain lacquer, but Satin Set was developed with a special exclusive formula. It has no lacquer. Julia's curls didn't last at all, but these lovely Satin Set curls really last. Ordinary sprays won't protect your hair from moisture, but Satin Set has Humidex to hold your curls even on those humid, sticky days. And that's why they stay so full of life and bounce. Humidex keeps moisture out to keep curls in. This is why more women prefer Satin Set. So remember, Revlon Satin Set is best for setting curls, best for holding curls.
Thank you very much, Jean. And now, I'd like to welcome back to our show our longtime friend, lovely Erin O'Brien. We're all very, very happy about the wonderful things that have been happening to you the last few months.
Thank you, Steve. Well, you know, it's all been since I've been appearing on your show. Warner Brothers saw me on your show.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, everything has been very exciting.
Well, we're really thrilled that we were just able to provide a showcase for your singing talents. Just exactly what has happened with you now at Warner Brothers?
Well, I start making my first picture, Marjorie Morningstar,
Mm-hmm.
and I play an actress, not a singer.
I see.
And a supporting role, the part of Imogene.
Imogene. Well, that's a wonderful start. Well, tonight on this show, Erin, you are the star, and Skitch and the boys are anxious to play a supporting role to you. So what are you going to sing now?
A very lovely song called Where's the Happy Ending, written by John Scott Trotter and Tom Adair.
I saw you do this on George's show. It's beautiful. Here it is.
Thank you. So it's time to close the book and say that we've reached the end. Time to ring the curtain down on our little play, my friend. Time to burn the letters, shelve the memories too. But there's one more question I'd like to ask you. Where's the happy ending? Storybook of promise. Where's the final fade out? Where's the kiss? I don't mean to complain or be a doubting Thomas, but fairy tales aren't meant to end like this. Where's the happy ending? The visit to Niagara. Later on, the anniversary. Though it was sweet to share this summertime affair, the happy ending's not for you and me. Though it was sweet to share this summertime affair, the happy ending's not for you.
Erin O'Brien. We'll be back in a second or two now. Well, more than a second, a minute or two, I should say, with Xavier Cugat and Abbe Lane and Jerry Lewis and Belle Montrose and Low Height and Stanley and all those others. Right after station identification. Here we come.
Jim Snodgrass gets another chance against Hank Bloomgarden on 21, Monday.
Much. Well, this week, we want to be very certain that we do get to tell you what you can expect next week. So to give us a helping hand, I got to get a little sleep tonight. To get right down to business, here is Miss Jane Turner, our coming attractions girl. Well, you talent scouts, please note this pretty face out there. You've seen Jane dancing on the show before, but probably never this close. Now we'll tell you what's coming up next week. First of all, by popular demand, Mother did such an exciting job for us a couple of weeks back, and you said you wanted to see him again. Orson Welles will be with us. Also, that very funny guy, Wally Cox. And who's next here, Jane? Oh, yes, Meg Miles. Something for the boys. Meg will be singing her big recording of Melancholy Baby, that's right. And this is Jim Reeves. He has that hit record. Hit record called Four Walls. And, of course, we have the Step Brothers with us again. And, again, by popular demand, the return of Billy Graham to the program. Part of the program next week will reach you from Madison Square Garden with Mr. Graham. And then, of course, we have the four Crane brothers who are going to do. Thank you very much. See you later. Now, I'm going to show you the best darn way to clean windows so that they stay clean. I guess almost anybody can clean a window, but can you all do it so it stays that way? All you do is where's the Windex? Is it, oh, here it is, I guess. Hey, can I use it for a second? Thank you. That's the stuff. There we go. Now, when you... If you really want to help out, you could hold up those cards like I mentioned earlier. That's it. That's it, fella. Now, the best way to clean windows is with Windex, because with Windex, you don't get the problems of the foamy cleaners. That's it. There's no film with Windex. There's no film. No film with Windex. No film with Windex. There we are. Foamy cleaners, you know, leave a film on the glass that catches dust and dirt. So you clean your windows, say, on Saturday, and then on Sunday, it's dirty. On Sunday, it's dirty again. Windex leaves you just clean, clear glass. Glass that stays clean for days. So remember, don't put a film on your windows. Clean those windows with Windex. Very good work. Thank you very much. Oh, get out of here. Windex. And now here's our Man on the Street music. We have some questions for the Man on the Street written in here. And tonight's question is about a subject that goes hand in hand with the month of June. And that, of course, is weddings. During this lovely month, many weddings are going to take place, and newlyweds will be receiving advice from all sides. What does the average man have in the way of advice for June newlyweds? Well, let's find out as we meet our first Man in the Street. Here he is.
I'm Gordon Hathaway, and I'm from Manhattan, and I'm just like the month of June.
How's that, Gordon?
I'm busting out all over. Oh, I said it. Hi-ho, Steve Reno.
Hi-ho to you, Gordon. Tell me, are you ready for tonight's question?
Yeah, well, let's have it, old noble, tallest of the tall Watusis.
Watusis? Sure. Well, do you have any advice for June newlyweds?
Well, there's an old song that expresses my feeling just perfectly.
Now, what's that, Gordon?
Here I go. I want a girl just like the girl that married your old dad.
I see. Like Mother, huh?
Yes, indeed. Mother really had something special.
Just what did your mother have that was so special, Gordon?
She had me, Slim.
Oh, yes. Well, let's see who else is on the street. There's a gentleman. There's a very familiar grin. Might I ask your name, sir?
I'm Gerald Hathaway. I'm from Manhattan. Hi-ho, Steve Reno.
Pardon me, sir. This may seem a funny question, but are you related to our friend Gordon Hathaway?
Why do you ask, Slim?
Well, I don't know. It's just a crazy idea. I mean, you've got the same last name and the same kind of voice, the same smile, and the same hat. How do you account for that?
I guess I'm just lucky, that's all.
Well, okay, Lucky. Tell me. Are you ready for tonight's question about marriage?
I do. I mean, anytime you're ready, S.A.
All right. And what is your advice to June newlyweds?
Well, A successful marriage depends on decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in my marriage, my wife makes all the little decisions, and I make all the big ones.
Well, could you elaborate on that?
Yes, my wife makes the little decisions, like where we should live, how much money I should give her, what I should wear, where the kids go to school, little decisions like that.
Little decisions. All right. Well, tell us, what are the big decisions that you make?
Well, I decide whether we should invade the Suez Canal, send arms to Europe, how much money we should spend on the national budget, and so on.
I see. Well, thank you very much, sir. Well, here's a lady who looks like she means business. Might I ask your name, madam?
I'm Mag Haggerty. I'm from out of town, and I'm all shook up.
So you're visiting New York. Well, how do you like our city, Mag?
It swings.
Where are you staying?
I've got a pad uptown. It's a crazy scene, Pops.
And what have you been doing for laughs, Mag?
Man, like I'm not making it, you know. This town bugs me.
The town bugs you, my goodness. Well, you know, you have to get used to the place.
I'm hip. I am used to it. It's just not used to me.
Well, all right, here's our question, Mag.
Lay it on me, Daddy.
Do you have any advice for June newlyweds?
Newlyweds? Well, if they want a swinging marriage, they have to have the right combination. You know, a combination that tops, swings.
I see. What is your idea of a good combination?
Well, you know, like a couple of cats that dig the scene.
But, I mean, can you give us a precise idea of a good combination?
Yeah, the modern jazz quartet.
Thank you very much. And here's our last man in the street. Your name, sir?
My name's Punchy Gerber. I'm from Chicago. I'm a doctor.
A doctor? My goodness, I would have said that you were a fighter.
I am, but the way I fight, I need medical care.
Let me ask this. How long have you fought, Punchy?
I've always fought Punchy.
No. Why did you take up fighting?
I guess because I wanted to give my parents something they never had before.
And that's nice. What was that?
A punchy son.
Have you been successful as a fighter?
Oh, sure. I have a perfect record. 110 fights.
Uh-huh.
And I lost every one of them. A perfect record.
Very consistent. That's good. Sir, I'd like to ask you a question.
I don't take a dime for nobody. How much do I get?
Never mind. Come on. Here's what we're questioning the man on the street.
Oh, no, I don't do those street fighting.
Come on now. Listen. Here's the question. Do you have any advice for June newlyweds?
Yeah. Advice? Sure. You have to treat your wife as an equal.
A very good thought, sir.
Sure. Treat her as an equal. If my wife starts up a big boy, I just slug her.
Slug her? Is that treating her as an equal?
Why not? We're both welterweights.
Oh, dearie me. That, of course, was Jerry Lewis, as I don't even have to tell anybody. But the main thing I do want to tell you is that you can expect to see Jerry, outside of seeing him in about 3 seconds again here, you can expect to see him next Saturday night. Jerry, are you on the other side of the line there, out at Hollywood? Yes, there he is.
Hello, Steve.
Hi, Jerry. That is correct, right, Jerry? You're going to be on the air next Saturday, June 8th on NBC television.
That's right. June the 8th, color show from here, Hollywood. And my guests are Edie Gourmet, Nelson Riddle, Rowan and Martin, Danny Lewis, and my little son, Gary Lewis. And we think we have a real exciting show.
Your son is going to be on, huh?
Yeah, my son and my father and an uncle who I'm not certain of altogether. Hurry up, quick, over here, quick. Yell, hello, here's your girlfriend.
Hello,
There's Edie.
Hi, Edie. That's Edie Gourmet.
I'll be seeing you in New York, Steve. I'll be out your way as soon as the show is over. I'm going out for the premiere of The Delicate Delinquent.
Oh, yes, I've heard so many good things about your new picture, Jerry, and I recommend
That's
it
a
to all the
Paramount
folks.
picture, high-fidelity Vistavision sound, and I'm
see.
there on film.
Popcorn and butter and everything. That's wonderful. Listen, Jerry, before I forget, we sent the hat out there, you know, the Gordon Hathaway hat that you wore. Could I have it back? We're a little short here with the weather coming up like a hat.
Yeah, here. There you are.
That's fine. Can you just a little... There we are. Thanks. Thanks a lot, Jerry. And thanks for being with us tonight. We'll be looking at you next Saturday night at NBC.
Thank you, Steve. Nice seeing you.
Good luck to you.
Right.
Here's our weekly report on Steve Marino. He now weighs 25 pounds and really grown up fast and kind of sleepy right now. So now suppose we settle back together and watch a Greyhound mystery, the mystery of bus 509. Here it comes.
What is the mystery of Bus 509? Why are these three people on it? A businessman, a middle-aged woman, and the man who keeps his eyes closed. Mystery? There's really no mystery. Listen.
On a 200-mile trip like this, the bus gives me a chance to work. No car to park either.
I'm visiting my children. It's so safe and comfortable to go by Greyhound.
I'm a lazy kind of guy. Like to just sit back, relax, and grab a nap.
There's no mystery about why people go Greyhound. Remember,
relaxing while we're riding in a Greyhound bus. We're seeing all the scenery in Comfort Plus. It's such a comfort to take the bus and leave the driving to us in a Greyhound bus. Lucky us in a Greyhound bus.
It's just about time for Abbe and Coogie, and while they're getting the stage set up there, I'll be able to answer a number of requests we've had. There's one kind of an unusual feature of this show called Letters to the Editor, and people are now not only sending in requests for it, but letters and everything. I must emphasize that this is not jokes that anybody writes. We use real letters from real newspapers, and I'll explain again, if you don't know, that these are letters written in anger. People are burned up about the bus service or the weather or what have you, and they write to a newspaper, they write an angry letter, but all too often when you read it, you don't get angry, right? Right. So it's my purpose every so often to burn you up on behalf of the folks who wrote these letters, and I'm going to read some real letters to you right now. The only thing I do is change the name of the sender to prevent a punch in the mouth. And now here we go. The first letter is from Brooklyn. Yeah. And it says here, why don't those peg-pant zoot suitors wake up? There's nothing a girl likes better than a neatly dressed, conservative-looking boy. Signed, Mrs. Spike Jones. And I have another one here. It says, just how stupid can a woman become? A few days ago, I was riding a fairly crowded subway and watched a woman take out over $200 and start counting it. How about that? How's that for inviting someone to snatch your purse? Signed, Willie Sutton. It says, Dear Editor, I am getting sick and tired of shelling out 50 cents every time I have to use the George Washington Bridge. We have paid and paid and paid as far as I'm concerned, and the price is criminal. Yes, it is. The bridge and tunnels could have been made out of solid gold and cost less than they have this way. When are they going to give us a break? Signed, Pedestrian. Ah, dear, and so much for public service. We have to do a little of that to keep the network on the air. Now, will our mystery guest please sign in? Is he all ready?